Hey guys, what's going on? I picked up a couple things in the past couple weeks. Some from the shop in Baltimore and a couple things online, and then one special thing that I got from a concert I went to. It's actually really cool. I'll just show that first, just in case people X out of this video before it's actually over and I get to the cool thing. I saw Titus Andronicus on Monday with the bands Diarrhea Planet and Screaming Females. I don't know if they ring any bells. I didn't know them before seeing them, so... Anyway, Titus Andronicus, if you haven't heard of them, are like this post-punk band. Really, really good. Their last album, The Monitor, which came out in 2010, was fantastic. That was definitely one of my favorites of that year, and yeah, really, really good. Really good. So I was really excited to finally get to see them. I've missed them the last couple times they've come around, so I didn't want to miss them. It was only $10, and it was like right in the city, so I went for it, and it was definitely worth it. It was a small little club, really sweaty, intense show, and it was a lot of fun, and they were really great. They were just epic. The frontman, Patrick Stickles, was quite the showman, quite the frontman, doing all sorts of crazy things. He might have been drunk, probably was drunk, but it was great. It was a great show. So anyway, so after they were done, I ran over to the merch table, and the bassist actually went directly from the stage over to the merch table and sold me this record. This is their first album called The Airing of Grievances. So literally this was sold to me by the bass player of the band, which it's kind of cool. And I got him to sign it, as well as the frontman, Patrick. This is Patrick. He wrote XOXO. And then Julian's signature is right there. So, really awesome. I mean, that's just so cool. Really, really happy about that. And it's got the early signs of ringwear. You probably can't tell. Yeah, you can't really tell. You know what I'm talking about. It's got that little indent up here. Bothers me to no end, but you know, it was in a box. It was bound to happen, just because when they're traveling around with those things, they're probably all getting pressed on top of each other. But beggars can't be choosers, and I figured, you know, this is more valuable to me, getting it sold to by the band, getting it signed by the band. I shouldn't complain. So that's just really cool. That's just such a cool little artifact to have. It's just priceless, and you know, it's really personal. Would never be as valuable to somebody else as it is to me. So yeah, that's really special. I'm glad I got that. Anyway, that's my cool story. I hope you stick around to keep watching anyway. Anyway, so I went into the shop in Baltimore, like I said, and there weren't really any 12 inches that were sticking out to me. There was the Wall reissue. I really do want to get that, because I have the Dark Side of the Moon and the Wish You Were Here reissues that came out last year, and they're really nice reissues. So I do want to pick up the Wall at some point, but it's like $40. So not quite willing to commit yet, but hopefully soon. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, no really 12 inches really jumped out at me, so I ended up picking out these 4 7-inches that were appealing to me way more, mostly because they're A, cheap, and B, have a lot of songs that I haven't heard. That's kind of my criteria for 7 inches. You know, if it's just like the A side and the B side are both songs from the record, it's not really that appealing to me. I don't really get that. But if they've got like a B side, or sometimes both sides, where the songs aren't on any record, that's pretty cool. So that's why I like to get 7 inches. That's my philosophy, if you will. Yeah, so this first one is this is the Dead Weathers' Hang You from the Heavens. The Dead Weather has 2 full-length albums and 4 7-inches, and that's like, I think that's all their recordings, really, except for maybe some rare stuff that you can't even find anymore. But anyway, they have 4 7-inches, and all the B-sides on those 7-inches, I think all of them, maybe only 3, have songs that aren't on their records. So I do want to collect those 4 7-inches just so I have all of their recordings. So this is pretty cool, neat little cover, and it's just the classic Third Man Records, you know, little foldy paper thing, but it's nice. Next is, this one's really cool. This is a 7-inch from the Mars Volta back from Deloused in the Crematorium, and it's an unreleased song from that album, which is pretty neat. And this is like a die-cut sleeve here. It's almost like this actual thing was actually painted. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think this is any kind of manufactured product. It was actually painted with like some kind of stencil or something. That's what it seems like. And on the back, as you can see, it's numbered, hand numbered, right there, 74 out of 300. And as you can see, the song is called "A Plague Upon Your Hissing Corpse." Haven't listened to it yet. Don't have my turntable here at school. Wish I did, but I'm excited to listen to that. And it comes on this cool, let's see, this pretty cool purple vinyl with this metallic label. So, yeah, it's definitely a cool pickup. And they've got a new album coming out this year, which I'm really looking forward to. Their last one was probably my favorite of theirs, actually, so that gives you some kind of indication of Octahedron, indication of what I'm looking for in the Mars Volta, and I don't think I'm going to get that on this album, judging by the first 2 tracks to drop from it. The first one wasn't very good, Malkin Jewel. Yeah, not the greatest song in my opinion, but the second one, the one that dropped I think yesterday, called Zed and 2 Knots, something like that, was actually pretty good. I listened to it a couple times, and that sounds good, so we'll see, fingers crossed. Yes, so next, this is 7-inch from Andrew Bird. This came out this year as well. His new album just got released yesterday, in fact, and this has 2 songs that aren't on that record, so I said, hey, should get it. So, haven't listened to this either. Hope it's good. Hope it's good. Andrew Bird is the man. He's kind of like that part of this little Baroque pop genre that's been getting a lot of buzz recently, surprisingly. But he's a great artist. If you haven't listened to him, he's pretty original, pretty unique, so check him out if you haven't. And then finally, this is a Mazzy Star 7-inch. They haven't put out an album in like a decade, and looks like they're going to do it this year. This came out last year. This is the single Common Burn. Pretty cool. The B-side is, what's the B-side? Lay Myself Down. Yeah, Mazzy Star's pretty cool. Not terribly innovative, but, you know, good stuff. And actually, I think this is kind of rare. I checked it out on Discogs and everything, and it was going for a decent, much more than I paid for it. Probably because it's on this transparent kind of baby blue vinyl. But yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. So yeah, so those are all the 7-inches. And then I got in the mail yesterday, Derek, I hope you'll be proud of me. This is Ulrich Schnauz's and Mark Peters' collaborative album. I mean, that's just, ooh. I mean, this is great. It's called Underrated Silence. Cool cover too, but I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, it's not really breaking any new ground for Ulrich, but it's still great. Still great. And it's a great cover too. Part of the reason I bought it, to be honest. But the music is fantastic, and it came with a CD, so it was a good pickup. I think it wasn't too expensive. I got it on insound.com, and they had a little promotional sale going on where until like the end of February everything was 15%, or your total order would be like 15% off. So that convinced me into getting this. So I'm very excited about that. So as you can see, I've been picking up some pretty cool things. I've been getting a little lucky recently. But that's it. That's all I got for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Still looking forward to Derek 3. Can't wait for that to arrive. That's going to be great. So yeah, I guess that's all I got. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.